What's hiding underneath things can be scary. Underwater, under your bed, especially what's under your carpet. Except when you get new carpet from Carpet One Floor & Home. After tearing up your old carpet, they'll vacuum and apply Health Annex antimicrobial to your subfloor, disinfecting and killing mold, mildew, and any remaining general awfulness. Carpet One Floor & Home goes the extra mile to protect you, your family, and your home. Carpet One Floor & Home in Columbia, making your home beautiful, guaranteed.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Tuesday, June the 11th. Jennifer Bean is with us, the Central Missouri Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. That's a mouthful.
It is. Could say Central Missouri Academy.
Okay, but today you want to talk a little bit about nervousness or anxiety?
Anxiety, absolutely. So we might not always think about how the food we eat can affect the thoughts we have and how we feel about it. And I was actually having a conversation with my mentor, and we're talking about we just feel better when we eat better. Mm-hmm. And I was, with that in mind, I was reading to my daily mailer that I get on science, and there was a systematic analysis. So that's a study where they go out and they look at all the studies that have been published, and they wanted to find how food might affect anxiety or depression. So this particular paper focuses on anxiety. So what they did, and this is, we can share the link to the actual paper if anyone wants to go and read it themselves. Okay. But it was in General Psychology in March. And they looked at 21 different papers that used a valid tool to estimate their anxiety that their participants had. What they found is if we can change our gut microbiome, which is the helpful gut bacteria we have that digest the food that we don't have access to, if we make that more healthful, we report less anxiety symptoms. So how did they do that? So in all of the studies they looked at, there were 21 different studies. Somewhere around a third of them used supplements, so like pills that you would take that have active bacteria in them, and they weren't as effective. In fact, they said they were only about a third of the time were they effective at improving symptoms. But you know what was most effective?
What?
Food.
Food
well, that
was
makes
most
sense.
Effective. That
yes.
makes sense.
So particularly, there were two ways that they did this. They either provided foods that had those helpful gut bacteria in them.
Is that like yogurt?
Kefir or kefir is how we say it in the United States. Traditionally, it's kefir, so that's a fermented dairy product that's often that's traditionally Turkish or Russian. Mm-hmm. A lot of Asian cultures will use things like kombucha. We'll use kimchi or tempeh, which is a fermented soy product. But we here in the States, and a lot of people of German heritage, sauerkraut, homemade pickles, kombucha is really popular now.
How about mushi?
What is mushi?
Mushi. It's a Japanese soybean that's been fermented.
Oh, yes, absolutely. That's another way to get in these helpful bacteria. So that's one way that we could incorporate these foods. But another way, so we get those healthy bacteria in there, and just like any culture that you're trying to grow or any community you're trying to go, you got to feed them, right? So you got to feed those healthy gut bacteria. You know what they like to eat?
What?
Plants.
Okay,
so you know what we need to eat?
Fruits and vegetables.
Yes.
Okay, we're out of time, Jennifer, but eat your yogurt and
yes.
fruits and vegetables.
Yes, and maybe feel a little less anxious inside.
And that'll help bring anxiety down.
Absolutely.
All right, and if you want more, thank you so much.
It's my
That was
pleasure.
so interesting. Thank you, and come back again.
Always.
If you want more information on this, you can go to their website. It's called eatright.org. And sauerkraut is one of those good items too, right, Jennifer? Sauerkraut. And miso from Japan. If you had miso butterfish, which is wonderful if you've ever had that. Now look who came in here. Scott Bradley, Carpet One. Good to have you here, Scott Bradley.
Thank you very much.
We have been dealing with all the environmentally friendly wall coverings and floor coverings and cleaners, and we'll continue today with a new type of environmentally friendly floor. What is it?
It's new, but it's old. It's been here a while. It started in Europe. It's laminate flooring. When it first came to America.
Now, why is that environmentally friendly?
Well, because they use waste from
recycled material
wood to make this product into a high-density fiberboard core, and now they've developed a core that is not affected by moisture.
Really? Okay. Uncle James has got got it over here, handed in, because this is pretty heavy. Okay, get your smile there, Uncle James.
Yeah.
This is pretty heavy stuff.
So yeah, it's a 1/2 inch thick, and it's much more dense than the waterproof vinyl plank floors. So the denting is not the issue that those other floors have.
Okay, and this is all made from recycled material.
Yes, wood materials, the core. The pattern is a high definition photograph of real wood.
That's hard to believe, isn't it? But look at that. This is actually what you're looking at. It looks real, but it's a high definition photograph. And when you run your hand over it, you feel what looks like it was the cuts of a circular saw across the wood. It looks as real as can be.
If you see it, you can feel it. And it's not affected by moisture. So pet spills, kid spills. It's very durable. It doesn't fade from sunlight. It's not affected by moisture sitting on top of it.
It'll last forever, right?
50 years is this product's promise.
50 years? I think that's pretty good.
That would probably do me.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe not you.
I think it'll do me. But, here's the thing that we really need to keep in mind, and this is what we have been talking about with you for a long time now, is using environmentally friendly products in our home. To help save our earth, save our air. It's the only place that we can call home in this planet.
If it lasts a long time, that's also environmentally friendly.
Exactly, because it's not going into the landfill.
You're checking off a lot of boxes here. You could really show off to your friends.
You got it. Okay. Last 50 years, it's made from recycled material, and you're not cutting down more wood. You're using wood that has already been used and recycled and made again into a plank.
And it's not being shipped thousands and thousands of miles. It's made in America.
Oh, this is made in America?
The travel distance is very close.
Yeah, okay. And what is this called?
This is called H2O Invincible Collection from Carpet One. And if we install it and you don't like it, we'll replace it within 90 days.
If you install it, if you put this down and then you don't like it?
Yep, for any reason, if you say, Scott, this is too gray, I should have went with the
You'll go in and replace it free of charge.
Yes.
And you know what? When you say you do that, because I know that firsthand. I know that firsthand. You can't ask for a nicer group of people.
And that goes for anybody. We do that for.
Yeah. You can't ask for a nicer group of people than the folks over at Carpet One. And you've got a full line of earth-friendly items over there, right?
Yes, we have to.
We've dealt with the carpeting and with the wall covering. That was one thing that surprised the heck out of me. Yeah. But if people want more information, what do they do, Scott?
They can call the store. They can contact us online through Facebook.
Okay.
CarpetOneColumbia.com.
All right. Your location is?
105 Business Loop, 70
And you got
East.
that brand new showroom, which is really nice.
Second to none.
Yeah, I was in there the other day. It really is very, very nice. Thank you so much for coming by. And if you want more information, just stop by and ask for Scott. He'll take good care of you. All right?
Thank you.
We're out of time for today. Tomorrow, the Friends of Arrow Rock and MU Theater. I appreciate you staying with us this morning. If there's something you'd like to hear or see, I'd love to hear from you. That's Pepper P. at Missouri.edu. Bye-bye.